Says lawmakers need to expand Arkansas Medicaid. Head of UAMS says expansion will benefit everyone regardless of whether they already have insurance. With some lawmakers telling KARK4's Adam Rodriguez they're waiting for the government's final offer on this. How long is that wait going to last, Adam?
You know, Bob, we're just kind of getting this one day at a time. As a matter of fact, we just barely found out last week that the White House, is willing to make some concessions for the Medicaid expansion. And right now, House Republicans want to know just how many concessions they're willing to make before they reach a decision.
Everyone knows if you're serious about winning on Deal or No Deal, you never take the banker's first offer. Public Health Committee Chair John Burris feels the same way about Medicaid expansion.
Let's make sure we don't jump in here and pay sticker price on a car, before we really know what we're buying. And that's really, I think, the way most members feel right now.
It's a significant improvement.
UAMS Chancellor Dan Ron says expansion is the right thing for Arkansas.
UAMS is very supportive of expansion of Medicaid as enabled by the Affordable Care Act.
Ron says UAMS loses $66 million a year treating uninsured patients and expanding coverage to 250,000 Arkansans would nearly cut that hospital's losses in half.
We believe it's important both from an economic standpoint and also from an equity and health standpoint to expand Medicaid.
I don't think there's any harm in waiting at all.
The next offer from the banker is...
But now with the government saying there may be some wiggle room in the expansion, House Republicans aren't ready to make a deal.
I think the hospitals have a very legitimate case for how Medicaid expansion helps their bottom line. But, as a legislator, I've got to look at every factor involved in this equation, too. And I think that's what we'll do as we go through this process. And Governor Mike Beebe has said that he's willing to sit down with federal health officials to talk about possible changes to the Medicaid expansion. House Republicans are eager to see if there are any more concessions that they're willing to make. And given the fact that this is an ongoing debate with new information coming out nearly every day, it could be very well until the end of the session before this Medicaid expansion issue is resolved. Reporting live in Little Rock, Adam Rodriguez, KARK 4 News.
Days are getting busier and busier up there, Adam. Thanks
every
very
day.
much.
Yeah.
Lawmakers are pulling the plug on pay raises. Today, the House voted unanimously to kill a 2% raise for the state's elected officials. Last week, a committee denied a similar bump for judges and prosecutors. Governor Mike Beebe is recommending a 2% cost of living adjustment for state employees, but lawmakers have not discussed that yet.